Persian civilization, Persian empire, the Persians, the great lions, the conquest. The Persians were responsible for great conquest, including Jerusalem. They expanded to the Middle East and in Europe until hit Greek, Macedonia. The Persians, they gathered these informations where they pass. The Persians were responsible for taking this information they take for the capital, where they created librarians for them to understand how the things was made during the time of the civilization they was conquest by them. The Persians was like to become like a friends of these people, and then translate the language and to learn how to build one of the best and the greatest empires which was exist in the world during that time. When the Persians get the information, they want to pass the information for some nation, they was translate. So they was translate in different languages where the people was able to understand. For that's the way we create programs to translate, for example, right, the English to Portuguese, Portuguese to German to Spanish to Japanese. So we doing the same system because we copied from the Persians what they did. The Persians, they did something like that because they know that but don't create a conflict. He could not put his in just one sole language, because if he create the conflict, it can create revolts. So to get peace inside of the empire, with the great extensions of the lands, was necessary to translate. These local librarians was created. Inside of these local librarians, the people was gathering that to get this information, to write in the language, it passed forward. For us to understand this, we have to understand how this works inside of one computer. The process, this work. You receive the information through the internet. For example, you get the program, right? For example, the TV shows. And then after that, your computer is able to get this information, cryptograph of this information the way you'll be able to understand. To understand better, that you have to see that not everyone can speak the Persian language. Not everyone couldn't speak in that period of the time the Jewish language. So what they did, they have a great numbers of the scribes. This man was responsible to translate this, to pass this information among in the orders of the king. In these librarians, we have these informations. So they keep these informations, the same like we keep inside of our computers in called memory hands. Inside of these librarians, you couldn't go there. You get all the information about the empire, the conquests, whatever you want to know. So if you know how to read and write in that time, it was very important. You could get an important job as the scribes. The scribes was people responsible to make this happen. They were responsible for administration. They was responsible to help others to understand the orders of the king. There was direct line in terms of the administration with the kings. They was everywhere. Every part of the empire you couldn't find one librarian. You could understand the point that knowledge to become very important during the Persian period. So if you travel, for example, right from Egypt into, for example, to from Egypt to Jerusalem, you can find these big libraries in different languages, in Jewish, in Egyptian language, it go on. The Babylon city was created to gather all these information. The capital. Inside of the capital, you can have all the information you want. The capital could be like the same, like you have a big Google, Yahoo, the Microsoft systems. You have the same like Linux, and other ones. Inside of the capital, you couldn't share and speak and learn all this knowledge. It was almost impossible you get out of the capital without getting some of these information. These capitals was responsible for more than 3, 4, 5 librarians at the same time. The people receive and pass through. It is something like I can explain for you like the internet. You click and you receive. This in the capital of Babylon was the same. You want, you go, and you can get. You ask something, they always are going to indicate to you to go to the librarians. For you to see the point of the Persians, they expand all these domains, this conquest, to become more easy when you know your enemy. You know you understand your enemy. So that's why one of the importance of the gathering is knowledge. On these days, that's the way the system, the computing works. They gather this information, they translate the way you want to know. You're able today, through these informations, to get whatever you want to know, where, when, and how you want to know. We have to say thanks for the Babylons, what they did, the job the scribes did, the job on the way, the conquest that they keep this knowledge. Such part of this knowledge disappeared just when the Persians fall by the conquest against the war and Alexander the Great. But Alexander was keep the librarians. They conserved the knowledge of these people during the times until the days which we have. Cool.